What if someone hacked into your brain and stole your memories, replaced them with false ones or worse, made you think of something you never even experienced? Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it might be closer to reality than you think. In recent years, the field of neurotechnology has exploded. Companies like Neuralink, Kernel, and BlackRock NeuroTech are developing brain-computer interface technology at a rapid pace. These devices can read and write from the brain in real time. And while they hold immense promise for restoring vision to the blind, movement to the paralyzed, and even curing diseases like Parkinson's, there's another side to this technology. What if it fell into the wrong hands? What if someone could hack into your brain and steal your thoughts, manipulate your memories, or track your every move? The potential for harm is just as great as the potential for good. Before we start, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy our content, please consider supporting us through donations. Your support helps us continue to explore the latest advancements in science and technology and bring them to a wider audience. There are many ways that someone could hack into your brain. One way is through a wireless connection. This is the most popular method used by companies such as Neuralink and BlackRock NeuroTech. Wireless connections are convenient and easy to use, but they're also more vulnerable to hacking. A wireless connection is susceptible to interference from external sources, making it easier for hackers to gain access to your brain data. It's like trying to eavesdrop on a conversation in a crowded restaurant. It's much harder to pick up the conversation if there's a lot of background noise. This makes wireless connections less secure than wired connections. Wired connections are harder to tap into because they're not broadcasting signals that can be picked up by external devices. This means that it would be much more difficult for a hacker to gain access to your brain data if the device was connected to you through a wire. However, wired connections are less convenient and can restrict your movement, making it less likely that you would use the device in a public place. Wired connections are also more expensive and require more maintenance than wireless connections. Another way that someone could hack into your brain is through a physical attack. This could involve a hacker gaining access to your device and manipulating the hardware or software, or it could involve a more direct attack on your brain itself. Imagine being at a crowded concert and suddenly someone slips an electrode into your brain and starts manipulating your thoughts. It sounds crazy, but it's actually more common than you might think. In 2021, a man in Russia claimed that he had been hacked using a similar technique. He reported feeling like his thoughts were being controlled, and even seeing visions of things that weren't there. While it's impossible to say for sure what caused these symptoms, it's possible that they were the result of a physical attack on his brain. The good news is that this is still relatively rare, and there are only a few cases of people being hacked in this way. When it comes to hacking your brain, the potential consequences are just as scary as the methods used to gain access. The first and most obvious consequence of a brain hack is the possibility of thought theft. Imagine going about your day knowing that someone is listening in on your every thought. It would be incredibly unsettling and could lead to a lot of paranoia and mistrust. But it gets worse. Brain hackers could also manipulate your thoughts, implanting ideas or suggestions into your mind that you don't want, or even controlling your actions entirely. Think about how vulnerable you would be if someone could make you do anything they wanted. They could trick you into giving away personal information, clicking on malicious links, or even committing crimes. It's a nightmare scenario, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility. Another potential consequence of brain hacking is memory manipulation. Brain hackers could view and even alter your memories, which raises some serious ethical concerns. Think about how personal and private your memories are. They shape who you are and define your identity. When they're tampered with, you lose a sense of self. Not only that, but brain hackers could also insert false memories into your mind, making you believe things that never happened. This could be done for malicious reasons or even as part of a government program to control the population. It's a scary thought, but it's one that we need to be aware of. Finally, there's the possibility that brain data could be tracked and used for commercial gain. Imagine a world where every move you make is tracked and analyzed, where your deepest thoughts and desires are known and used against you. It's a dystopian nightmare, but it's one that we're quickly approaching. Already, companies are using brain data to target ads to consumers based on their interests and behaviors. And it's only going to get worse. If brain hackers could track your every move and thought, they could sell that information to the highest bidder. It's a violation of privacy on a whole new level, and it's something that we need to be aware of as we move forward. The rise of NeuroTech is an incredible development in the world of medicine and science. But it's important to be aware of the dark side of this technology. Hacking your brain could have serious consequences, from thought theft to memory manipulation to brain data tracking. It's important to be aware of these risks as we move forward and to take steps to protect ourselves. Here are a few things that we can do to protect ourselves from brain hacking. First, we need to be aware of the risks. This is the first step to protecting ourselves. We need to understand how our brains can be hacked and what the potential consequences are. Second, we need to take steps to secure our devices. This includes using strong passwords, being careful about who has access to our devices, and keeping our devices up to date. Third, we need to be cautious about the information we share. We should be careful about sharing personal information or sensitive thoughts and data with others. Fourth, we need to advocate for stronger privacy laws. This is an important step to protect ourselves from brain data tracking and commercialization. Finally, we need to stay informed. As NeuroTech develops, it's important to stay up to date on the latest developments and to be aware of any potential risks. As we move forward, it's important that we have a discussion about the ethics of NeuroTech and the potential risks of brain hacking. This is a new frontier, and we need to be prepared. By taking these steps, we can help to ensure that NeuroTech is used safely and responsibly. As we move forward, it's important to remember that NeuroTech is still in its early stages. There's a lot of potential benefits, but also a lot of risks. By being aware of the risks and taking steps to protect ourselves, we can help to ensure that NeuroTech is used safely and responsibly. Let's hope that these technologies remain in the hands of good people who use them for good. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below to let us know what you think. If you want to learn more about the latest advancements in science and technology, be sure to check out our other videos. We explore everything from artificial intelligence to space exploration and beyond. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.